Om Shri Sai Ram. Prema Vahini by Bhagavan Shri Sathya Sai Baba. Chapter 9. VANAPRASTHA. After being a householder and experiencing the sorrow, happiness and joy, and learning the true significance of all these, man has to renounce all those and retire into the forest when he reaches the age of 45 or 50, leaving the house he has built and the place where he lived. If his wife is alive, then he has to take her consent and entrust her to the care of his sons or parents, or take her also with him and treat her like a sister himself, being immersed in brahmacharya. There is a great change even in diet. He has to eat roots and fruits and drink only milk. If that is not possible, bake and eat sattvika, pure wholesome food only. Things should not be baked full, but only up to a third. Rice should not be used much. If it is not possible to arrange a diet for oneself on these lines, he can visit the village nearby and collect food by begging. But he has to bring the food into the forest and eat it there in his own habitation. He has to give his dependents also the same food that he takes, for they cannot prepare the food they prefer or get it supplied. If they do not relish it, they have to be content with milk and fruits only, for he must not change his routine for satisfying others. However troublesome it may be, the disciple should not be modified or given up. This is to be specially noted. He cannot have any archana, worship, or dana, or any such duties. Even if he gives food or articles to others, it cannot be regarded as dan. He must also receive as dana anything from others. He must have the same pure love towards all in equal measure. Discarding old clothes once a year, he must don new clothes in the Asvija month or the 7th month in the Hindu lunar calendar. The Chandrayana Vrata, an important vow that lasts a month, is the most important of the VANAPRASTHA vratas or vows. During that month, he must eat for the first 15 days, every day a morsel less, and for the remaining 15 a morsel more every day. He has to take only congee on the new and full moon days. In the rainy season, he must do tapas or penance standing in the rain. In winter, he must wear wet clothes while engaged in tapas. Performing such asceticism systematically, he has to bathe 3 times a day. The various Upanishadic statements are to be studied, their meanings understood and experienced. If such a vanaprastha falls victim to any disease, the diet routine has to be cancelled and he has to live on air and water. On air and water, he shall walk on and on in the northeastern direction until he dies. On the other hand, if he has no bodily disease and if he is hale and hearty, he will experience, after he has successfully adopted the above disciplines, the spontaneous dawn of true knowledge. By means of this knowledge, he will attain moksha or liberation. Many argue how this discipline can result in the dawn of true knowledge or jnanadayam. Are these not mere bodily regulations? They ask. True knowledge can arise only by the realization of the tattva or the supreme reality. How can something that does not contain the principle of reality, which guarantees self-realization, be called true knowledge? They argue. But this is a big mistake. Through these physical regulations, vasanas or traits are destroyed and concentration is established. The Upanishadic statements serve to foster and strengthen this one-pointedness. Step by step, the experience of the Upanishadic Vakyas or axioms alone will bring about the dawn of knowledge. Are not Upanishads the very knowledge itself? With that jnana, swarupa, embodiment of wisdom as companion, realizing it in one's own experience, what need is there to search for knowledge elsewhere? To establish jnana firmly in the heart, one-pointedness is essential, and this can easily be gained by the above-mentioned bodily disciplines and tapas. External controls help internal control in many ways. To succeed in external controls is by comparison more difficult than to achieve success in controlling the internal. A turn of the steering wheel in one's hand in any direction makes the wheels of the car which are not in one's hand move in the same direction. The wheels will not turn in another direction when the steering is turned in one. The introspective wheels are based on the extrospective steering itself. It is the natural basis. Sometimes, when the steering is turned one way, the wheels may drag another way, but this is due to the giving up of the natural characteristics. The internal wheels, if they have no air, which is the true essence, may behave as if there is no relationship with the steering, but they cannot go beyond the bounds of steering. Steering in the hand is related to the wheels below. If there is no such relation, the journey becomes impossible. The connection is inevitable. Therefore, for him who has struggled with external behaviors and conquered them, the internal tendencies become easily controllable. The external behaviors have name and form and are attracted by becoming objects of experience. So, to overcome them is a matter of some difficulty, but internal tendencies have no form. Though they may be endowed with names, they are also experienced as ananda, and so they can be overcome more easily. They can be tamed with greater ease. The bother is more for external conduct and behavior. These are associated with taste, form, and heaviness. The internal tendencies have no form, taste, or weight. Pure water has no form or taste or heaviness. Impure water is different in all these respects. So, to purify impure water is indeed difficult, but pure water can be given any form required with great ease. Similarly, the difficulty is all about purifying the mental behavior, which is spoiled by the delusions of the world. There is no need to set right the mental behavior which is free from such delusions. Delusionless behavior is necessarily pure. It is without any trace of defect and doubt. Why should such be set right? Therefore, if men first control and conquer the external delusions as much as possible, the internal tendencies will easily move in the direction of Atma Ananda or bliss of the Atma. Yoga or tapas is only another name for the path of the control and conquest of these external conduct and delusions. The rules of VANAPRASTHA are but methods to succeed in this yoga or tapas. When man subdues delusion of all types in the VANAPRASTHA stage, the journey ends in moksha or liberation. But he cannot say that moksha has only this one path, though whatever path grace is obtained, that path may be chosen to attain moksha. Liberation is achieved by these rules and observances of VANAPRASTHA, and it can be secured by following this path. It also makes a man delusion-free. It gives him one-pointedness. Mukti or liberation is of 4 kinds. Worship with fixity of consciousness and purity of feeling and free of all extraneous thought becomes itself bhava samadhi, that is, state of blissful feeling, mental union with the divine. As a result of this bhava samadhi, the Lord appears before the inner eye of the devotee in the form which he has chosen for worship. The vision is not merely a matter of imagination, it is a face-to-face experience. Without difference of location, he can abide in the presence of the Lord in the self-same place. This is called Salokya Mukti. Besides being always with the Lord, as in the Salokya Mukti, bhaktas realize all that they see as the glory of the Lord. The experience is referred to as Samipa Mukti, existing ever with the Lord, witnessing always the glory of the Lord, and becoming suffused with God consciousness, all three at the same time, makes him acquire the same rupa or form as the Lord. This experience is referred to as Sarupya Mukti. This is the final fruit of Bhakti Shastra or the science of devotion. But at this stage, there is yet a trace of differential feeling. So, the Advaita Siddhanta will not admit it as the highest, simply because the Bhakta has Sarupya or the same Rupa as the Lord. We cannot assume that he has the powers of creation, preservation and destruction which the Lord possesses. It is only when all traces of differences disappear and unity is attained that the highest stage is reached. This is what is called Sayujya. This comes from divine grace, won by the essence of the sadhana of each. It cannot be claimed as the fruit of effort. The Bhakta will never aspire for this merging or aikyam. He wishes to serve the Lord as he pleases and to experience the joy of the form which he has attributed to the Lord. But the Lord, out of his grace, gives him not only Salokya, Samipya and Sarupya, but also Sayujya. Bhakti Marga results also in the attainment of Brahma Jnana or the knowledge of Brahman. Even if the Bhakta does not crave for it, the Lord himself vouchsafes it to him. The Sayujya Mukti is also referred to as Ekanta Mukti. Jai Sai Ram.
Saishwaraya vidmahe Satya Devaya dhimahi Tanna sarva prachodayat. Om Saishwaraya vidmahe Satya Devaya dhimahi Tanna sarva prachodayat. Om Saishwaraya vidmahe Satya Devaya dhimahi Tanna sarva prachodayat. Om